and actually I was going to throw this back at you, Jodie, but anybody can answer it. So how do you measure your return on the investment for social media? I mean, you're talking about all these different platforms. I mean, how do you measure, are there metrics to track it? You know, in the advertising pages, we know how much it costs, you know, to run an ad, and we can, and they tell us that, you know, all the magazines will tell us exactly how many people saw that page and so on and what it was worth. Is there a way to track all this social media?
I mean, I do think it's a combination for us. You know, being a young brand, we're 6 years old, and when we started, we didn't have advertising budgets to be, you know, having magazine ads. And luckily for us, the world was changing, and what you used to have to do to build a brand, you can do in a different way now. So we were able to do things without having budgets. And by being creative and using our social media as our own magazine and our voice, we were able to speak to consumers in an authentic way where you don't feel like we're shoving DANNIJO product down your throat 24/7. We have been lucky enough to partner with companies like Olaplex, and that's a company that we were an early adopter on. And it takes Instagram pictures, and you can, you know, upload the ones to your website that you like from customers, celebrities, whoever you feel is representing your brand or your product, and you can actually shop the picture. It takes you to the page. So things like that, you can really see, you know, results. You know, some of the platforms, they're not, you're not going to have exact metrics on everything, but as social media has really grown, we've been able to use different platforms and different companies to really measure certain things we're doing. And as we upgrade our platform for our website, we've started, you know, spending money on the web, and there's a lot more that we're doing now that we weren't doing at the beginning to track things. So I think for us, you know, as we get bigger, we try new things.
Yeah, go ahead. Go. For us, the most successful conversion rate that we've been able to measure has been Instagram. And we saw it immediately, actually, when we launched shoes. Bloomingdale's was our launch partner. And every week when I would do my shootography, you would see the sales uptick. And that started working, you know, now with apparel or with jewelry, whatever we're selling, the Instagram has the highest conversion. And there's this incredible think tank called L2. And they've done a ton of studies that across all platforms, the highest conversion rate from image to shopper or Pinterest or whatever is Instagram, as it converts to people actually buying things. And we even use Instagram if our buyer was in an appointment and said, oh, those pants, I don't know. And we said, well, look, you know, Leandra, the man repeller, was wearing them at Fashion Week, and we got 4,000 likes. 4,000 people want those pants. Or commented, where could they buy them? They said, oh, okay, I'll take a chance. So it was helpful dealing with buyers to be able to show them that people would respond to things that we were testing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's hard to, there's not really many tools out there that can directly measure the conversion rate. There's a lot of tools that measure conversion, but unfortunately, as it relates to social media, there's not. And ironic that it's Instagram, because as we all know, Instagram doesn't link out. So soon it will be even more effective. But some of the things that we've actually found from social media measurement perspective is we're experimenting with different companies to actually determine what's happening beyond our site, for example. So there's a company called Simple Reach, and they actually look at sort of the trail of activity that happens after you do a specific Facebook post or a Twitter post or a Pinterest post to see, you know, what are the shares that are happening, and then also conversation around it. And then a lot of A/B testing to actually determine what's going to be most impactful, just by way of, you know, the image as well as the text itself. And it has a tremendous impact with just click-through rates. What conversions happen off of that, I'm not quite sure, but try Instagram.